All right, hola. My name is Beth Van Oss. I work for Laurel Springs School, and you are in a grammar grab and go. This is more ideal for Spanish level 2 and 3 because it works with some of the more details. And today we're going to talk about the verb llevar. So the mission statement at Laurel Springs School is to engage global learners in education that values them as individuals, integrates their passions and pursuits into academic and career pathways, and fosters inquiry, growth, mastery, purpose, and independence. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the verb llevar and the different uses of it because it is used and has different contexts to it. So how do we pronounce it? Double L is a ya, and the V is like a B as in boy sound. ¿Cómo se pronuncia? Llevar, llevar. Es un verbo que termina en AR, so it's a regular AR verb. And so we use this in lots of conversation and in lots of contexts. So this is what we're going to work on. So use number one is the verb llevar means to take. This is a very common use of this verb. So for example, if you're going to take your phone or your jacket to the laundromat or wherever it is that you take it to school. So you would say, necesito llevar or yo llevo mi chaqueta a la lavandería para limpiarla. Or tienes que llevar toda la información a tu compañero. Take the information. So it literally means similar to tomar. That's one use. Another use of it is similar to take, but it's more specific. It's like to drive. So who are you going to take to school or take to the gym with you? So you're moving or taking someone from one place to another. ¿Puedes llevar a mí? ¿Me puedes llevar al gimnasio? No, no puedo porque yo llevo a mi hermanito a la escuela y a casa todos los días, pero después te llevo. So I'm going to carry or I'm going to take you in my car. So this is a super common use of the verb llevar. So it would be replacing the verb manejar or conducir, but this is very, very common. Llevar also means how long you have been doing something, a period of time. So this is a little clock that my face is on right here. So I'm going to move myself over for a moment. So in this case, ¿cuánto tiempo llevas aquí en los Estados Unidos? So how long have you been in the United States? So maybe someone is visiting, maybe somebody moved here. Excuse me. So they would say, yo llevo 12 años aquí. Mis padres son de Italia y me mudé con ellos en aquel momento. Or this example here, ¿cuánto tiempo llevas trabajando en el proyecto? Llevamos 3 años trabajando. How long have you been, what period of time have you been working on a project? So it is also used, llevo esperándote. I've been waiting for you for a period of time, por una media hora. ¿Para dónde estabas? Or mi esposa lleva 2 días sin dormir. She carries, or it's taken a period of time, 2 days without sleeping. Llevar is also used to talk about contents, like what to contain, like what does the salad have in it? What does the, some kind of casserole have in it? Maybe you want to know the ingredients. So la ensalada lleva unos, like it carries, it takes. So it's similar to that. Unos pepinos, tomates, aceitunas, huevos, lechuga, espinaca, etc., right? Or la comida mexicana lleva muchos chiles. So it's picante, so it's spicy because it carries or it takes. A lot of Mexican food is spicy because of the jalapeno or the serrano or whatever type of chili they might use. Here's another use of the verb llevar. It replaces the idea of the cause or the reason, la causa, la razón. So you would say, esta decisión me ha llevado a demorarme, or esta situación llevó a cambiar su profesión. So that decision caused that person to leave their profession and do something different. Or it made me move from one place to another, made me leave the city where I was currently living. So the cause of that, the result of that action, whatever it was, caused me to move and do something different. Llevarse bien can be used, as in a reflexive way. So to get along well, to get along poorly with someone, this is a reflexive use. So if it's reflexive, notice that it says me llevo, se lleva, te llevas. So in this case, you're using llevar with I get along well with. So there's other ways to say this, caerse bien, caerse mal. Here's another one. So you say, me llevo bien con mis amigos, or ella se lleva mal con tus amigos, son enemigos, right? She does not get along with your friends. They all are enemies with each other. ¿Te llevas bien con tus padres todo el tiempo? So you'd say, sí, yo me llevo, bueno, right? As a teenager, you might say, bueno, a veces me llevo bien con mis padres. A veces no, es normal, right? But we can use this in the context of I get along well, I don't get along well, I get along well, okay, or more or less, more or less, más o menos, or sometimes I get along well with my family and so on. So remember the reflexive part in that. Llevar a cabo, this is an expression to carry out, to execute, to implement. So in English, this is, scientists and so on would say you're executing, you're implementing the project and so on. So this is a little bit more of an expression. So when it says, ella lleva a cabo muchas actividades en un día. So she carries out many activities. Or, por ejemplo, lleva a cabo un experimento en la clase de ciencias y lleva a cabo un ensayo en la clase de inglés. So she is carrying out an experiment in science class, y lleva a cabo, and is implementing an essay in the class of English, in English class. Llevar can also be to be ahead of the game. So you are a leader in something, such as la compañía Apple, right? Apple iPhones and all that. So lleva adelante con la tecnología. Llevar can be used to express lo contrario. Lo contrario can also be a feminine context depending on how you're using it. So you're expressing a different opinion. So we see this man over here on the side, and he doesn't know which decision to make, or you and your parents or whoever are in a difference of agreement of some decision. And so you say, tus padres siempre llevan la contraria de tus ideas. Llevan. So you carry or you take with you the opposite position type of thing. And this is our last one. Llevarse una sorpresa. So again, notice that this is more of a reflexive use. So when we use reflexive, we use it when we do it to ourselves, but emotions are things we as humans can cause upon ourselves. So it caused me surprise. This is the past tense. Me llevé sorprendida de escuchar las noticias de ayer. So me llevé, it took me by surprise. We say this in English too. It took me by surprise to hear whatever news you heard, right? So anyway, so the various expressions of the verb llevar, and remind yourself that there are lots. There's a resource in there right here if you would like to listen to more. And it has lots of reasons or uses to take, to drive, how long or a period of time you've been doing something. What does something contain? Leads to, causes, to get along well, to get along poorly, to carry out, execute, or implement, to be ahead of to lead the way, to be ahead of something, to express the opposite, and to be a surprise. Hopefully this is helpful to you. If you have any questions, please reach out to anyone in the World Languages Department at Laurel Springs. Thank you so much.